What's up, guys? So back at it with another video. Working on the GS again today. Since the last video, there's been a few changes. Well, not changes, but progress. In the last video, I started taping up the car to get ready for paint. So got it all taped up and covered up in sheets, so to protect the windows and all the trim. And then this morning I painted it with primer, and so now we're up to prepping the primer for the second coat for like the base coat and then clear. But just having a look at it with primer, oh, it looks so much better now that it's all one color and just looks so much cleaner. So as you can see, primer's all been sorted. You can see here where I've done a little bit of sanding because there was a little bit of dirt there, so I've just knocked the head off it. But it's all been painted. Came out pretty good. I also did a little bit of sanding there as well for dirt, but all the little extra panels, and then the bumper. So it came out really well. I'm really happy with it. For my first time ever painting with primer, or just painting in general, I can't complain. I think I did a pretty good job. There's a couple runs here and there, but nothing that this sanding won't be able to fix. So I'm not too concerned about that. Certainly gives me a lot more practice for when I then do base coat and clear. Since that's a two-part base coat, so you have like the silver paint that you put on, and then you put a red candy over the top, and then clear on top of that. Having to go with primer first certainly has given me a bit more experience, so I have a better idea of what I need to do. But yeah, it came out really well. So the next thing that we need to do now is I need to spray a layer of like just black rattle can paint over the top, just really lightly, basically just dusting it. And this will then be a guide coat, so then that way when I'm sanding, I can then sand it nice and evenly, and will help create a nice even finish to then put the base coat over. So I mean, the reason why you do like just black spray paint over the top is just so that when you're sanding, you'll then just like sand to remove all the high spots that you can see here, so how it looks like a bit very like orange peel. If you put like the guide coat over the top of that, it'll land on top of the high spots and then down in the crevices. So that way when you're sanding it, once you sand away all of the guide coat, then you know it's nice and even and smooth, which makes it a perfect like layer for base coat to then be painted over. Yeah, so I'm just going to use some regular just black spray paint, nothing fancy, just a light coat over the top, and should help make a nice surface. Doesn't need to be anything like perfect. You're just basically adding just a little bit of color, so that way when you sand it back, it'll just remove it. You're not trying to completely coat it. So you can see here, I've already given this all a bit of a sand. Same all along this side here, but the roof still hasn't been done. But you can see here, it's nice and smooth. Same with all along here. I'm currently working on the bonnet at the moment, but to show you what it's like when you're sanding it. At the moment I'm wet sanding it. You don't need to, but I find it easier so it doesn't clog up as much. But you can see here how the tops of it have been smoothed out, whereas like here it hasn't been touched yet, and here it's completely smooth. So you know, if you just keep working at it, it'll eventually smooth right out. Or like if we look here, you can hit it a little bit, and then you can see the tops of them, like all the high points have been flattened out. Yeah, so that's coming along nicely. I haven't done any of like the trim pieces at all, but I have finished the bumper, and so bumper looks pretty good now. In terms of getting the rest of the car done, I'm hoping to try and get that done either today or tomorrow. Will probably end up being tomorrow because it takes a while to sand the whole thing down. Like this is still another few hours of work, and it's 8 p.m. at the moment, so plenty more to do. I'll probably end up ending it here. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next one.